class, and then 3 other people were calling us and they were trying to interview me too, and we're all like competing against each other.
It was rough. Alright, just to start it off, could you just tell us a little bit how growing up and some musical influences you had in your life?
I grew up in Oklahoma, and
Alright.
my father was he was a musician. He played a lot of different instruments. He had a doctorate in classical piano. He also played Hammond B3 organ and a lot of the pop tunes of the day. He played trumpet in the army, so it's a very musical background. And I grew up listening to a lot of classical music, a lot of jazz, a lot of pop music. You know, Aretha Franklin, Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, artists like that. And then I played classical music early on.
Alright.
So you said you started playing classical music earlier on. Like, what kind of instruments were you?
When I was 6, I started the piano, and I started playing classically then. And then when I was 9, I started the saxophone, but also played classical music until I was about 14. And that's when I stopped playing the piano and continued on the saxophone. And that's when I got into jazz.
Was that an easy decision to leave piano and like the classical?
No,
You didn't
I
like it? Oh, you didn't really like it?
I loved the classical piano.
Oh, okay.
But when I heard, an artist named Cannonball Adderley, when I heard Cannonball at the Lighthouse and the Miles Davis record with Charlie Parker's name, I wanted to do that, and I saw the future in classical saxophone was bleak, and the future in classical piano seemed a little boring.
Oh, okay.
I was like, well, maybe I can do that.
So, out of all those artists that you mentioned before, who do you think influenced you the most when it came to your music?
Charlie Parker.
We actually learned a lot about him in class.
Wow.
It's like one of our main people we're studying.
Yeah, our professors really passionate about jazz, especially. She's really passionate about jazz.
So, how would you say moving from Oklahoma City and then moving to New York, I believe, how did that change your music, if it did? Or influence your taste in music?
Well, New York it made me get better really fast because everyone there is great. Everyone on the jazz team is a great musician. And it really made me focus. It let me know what I wanted to do. Suddenly it was clear. When I moved to New York, things weren't really clear. And when I moved here, I'm like, oh, that's what I want to do. So I focused my energy on that. And I also think my music got more aggressive. Yeah, more energy, more excitement in the music.
And when was your move? Was that
1999.
Oh, okay.
Well, you would say your big break?
Actually, I moved to New York in 2000. I was lost in 99. 2000. My biggest break was in 2007. Yeah, actually, the bass is playing tonight.
Oh, really?
He's the head of the record label I'm on now, and he runs the Gillespie Group, which I'm a part of. And I happened to go to a New Year's party. I was invited to go to a New Year's party at his place, and all of these jazz legends were there.
Pretty cool.
Anyone from Jimmy Heath, Benny Green, Cyrus Chestnut, Roy Hargrove, O'Neill Martin, all of these people were there. In the house. And everyone was taking turns playing. And Roy Hargrove had heard me at jam sessions in New York City and encouraged me to play on a tune. And I played. And John Lee was like, who is that? And I never seen a girl play like that.
His name's John Lee too.
We all turned around.
Yeah.
The bass player played tonight.
Oh, wow.
So were any of those artists featured in your album?
No, because I had recorded Relentless once already before he met me. And then when he met me, I just said, well, let's just do it again, make it better.
What more could you tell us about the Dizzy Gillespie Group and how that started, and what was your contribution to this?
Because we were learning about Dizzy Gillespie on the
bebop, and he had one of the first successful bebop big bands. And it started. I'm not gonna say like, 'cause I don't want you to quote me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
We'll fix it.
Editing.
I would say in the early 50s. It started, and guys like James Moody played it, and Jimmy Keane played it back then. And now, through the years, it continued until music passed the 91. So the guys in the band now, like Louis Nash, Sarge Chestnut, Antonio Cassity, a lot of the players were there, and now they're starting to incorporate younger people who weren't around. So I'm lucky enough to be one of them. I'm learning from the people who learned from Busy and were in the band. But I'm the first generation that's kind of like secondhand, But everybody's very encouraging and open and warm. It's a great group.
So, how did you first start getting into jazz music? What appealed to you?
Yeah, what about jazz?
Whereas classical, you would memorize this, you would learn this, you would have this particular thing, technique. Right. It was less like you had the freedom to do whatever you wanted. You could express whatever you wanted. And it wasn't just boring. It wasn't open. I mean, there's a framework, there are rules, there are kind of like a game or something. But improvisation really intrigued me.
Yeah.
So would you say that from your albums, and let's say you're performing on stage live something from your album, it would be a little different because you would improvise every time it's a little different.
A lot of times there's a melody section called the A section.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We play the whole melody and then we solo over the foundation of that melody.
Oh, okay.
So that's always going to be different. And depending on who's playing drums or who's playing bass, that's going to be different too, even in the melody. So there's always changes, and some are better, some worse, some are just different. Yeah, I should get my note out.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll just continue this interview. Thank you.